producer Lil Rod, whose given name is Rodney Jones, has now accused Sean Diddy Combs of operating a racketeering enterprise, groping him, forcing him to engage in sexual acts with sex workers, and lacing alcohol for the guests in his home, including underage girls.
Welcome back to the Jose Show, where we dive deep into the latest topic in music and celebrity news. I'm your host, Jose. Today, we've got a serious topic to discuss, so let's get into it. In recent news, a producer named Rodney Jones, who worked closely with famous rapper Diddy on his latest album, has filed a lawsuit against the rapper and his music label. This lawsuit comes days after the lawsuit filed by his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Now people are asking, is this the end for Diddy? This isn't just any lawsuit. It brings to light some serious concerns within the music industry. It seems like everyone is making so much noise to keep us away from the two main guys. Diddy's producer Lucian Grange, the UMG boss, and Clive Davis, accused of being Diddy's lover. In a recent lawsuit, Rodney Jones claims they knew about the spiked drinks and the SA going on at Diddy's parties. He also mentioned they hosted and fueled Diddy's guest list with famous people that attended his events. The plaintiff, Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., an artist and producer, says he was approached by Diddy in August 2022 and was invited to work on what became the Love album. Having agreed to the collaboration, the lawsuit says, his life has been detrimentally impacted ever since. Combs worked with Universal's Motown division on the release of the Love album and supported heavy by CEO Lucian Grange. Jones says that Universal sponsored and Grange attended listening parties at Combs' LA home. He alleges that S-workers and underage girls were present at those events, and the drinks of female guests were routinely drugged. It is no secret that Mr. Combs had specific bottles of alcohol designated for females and other bottles designated for his staff, his artists, and himself. The lawsuit claims Lucian Grange knew or should have known that Mr. Combs was drugging the attendees through laced bottles of De Leon tequila and Ciroc vodka, it adds. As a sponsor of these events, Grange had a duty and obligation to ensure that S-workers and underage girls were not present and that Mr. Combs was not spiking the alcohol with date rape drugs. This is a big reason very little people have come out to speak on Diddy's behalf. Could this be the fear of facing Lucian Grange? Remember, this guy controls all the music that you're hearing today. He has been escalating this Drake and Kendrick feud for weeks simply to distract us. It's clear who the puppet masters are, and we are starting to see it's Lucian Grange and Clive Davis. They control the music, so it's clear what they're trying to cover up. Let's see what the feds uncover from the raid at Diddy's house in LA and Miami. They took all the videotapes, files, and computers from all his homes. You know, it's only a matter of time before they put everything together. And then I'm sure we will see a list of names longer than Suge Knight's rap sheet. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about another big story that's been making waves in the music world. The ongoing feud between two of hip-hop's biggest stars, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. But is there more to this story than meets the eye? Some say this high-profile disagreement might just be a smokescreen, distracting us from other more serious issues in the industry, like the recent lawsuit filed against Diddy. We all have come to know Lucian Grange, the one that allows these records to come out. Lucian Grange funds all the events for the listening parties at Diddy's LA house. He's the one pushing the buttons on this feud and controlling the timing, so the news on Diddy and himself does not hit mainstream, but we can all see it's him. The lawsuit claims the men were at these events. Diddy has always had a close relationship with Clive Davis, and we know that Grange, who controls UMG with artists like Drake, Kendrick, Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, who are all tied into this SA lawsuit in some way, shape, or form. It paints a dark future for Sean Diddy Combs and many others. This lawsuit has prompted a slew of accusations against Diddy, and what we're seeing is that no one is speaking out for Diddy. Well, I would have never guessed. Suge Knight's Prison podcast has already brought about countless shocking claims, including a recent unexpected allegation about Diddy and Clive Davis. In a new episode of Collect Call with Suge Knight, the former Death Row boss recalled Jimmy Iovine making a bombshell revelation during a meeting at Interscope. Apparently, he wasn't supposed to hear the explosive news, but decided to share it with him anyway. In an interview, Suge Knight recalls cryptic chat with Jimmy Iovine. He said, "I'm here because Clive Davis told me that him and Puffy's real tight and, lovers. So I thought he was talking like they got love for each other." He said, "Nah, they are lovers," he continued. And I'm like, "Why do you keep saying that?" I said, "Are they lovers, like F and sucking?" And he said, "I don't want to say that, but that's what that means, right?" Knight's claims are unconfirmed, but this is far from the first time Diddy's been accused of having a romantic relationship with a fellow male celebrity. It's also far from the first time Suge Knight has accused other male celebrities of secretly hooking up. And in February, for example, he alleged that Andre Harrell and Russell Simmons once had a romantic relationship. They might not want to say it, but they know they was lovers, he claimed. They participated in those types of things. Now, once again, a person has the right to be whatever they want to be, but own it. What do you think of Suge Knight accusing Diddy and Clive Davis of being in a romantic relationship? Are you surprised? Do you think there could be any truth to his allegations? This is why I feel Lil Rod and his lawyer Tyrone Blackburn might be on to something, but it's an uphill battle, so that's maybe why Tyrone Blackburn is firing back after people started questioning his client's claims, with the first being Rodney's allegation that Diddy forced him to watch a video involving Stevie J having sex with another man. But if you look at the clip, it's not Stevie J at all. Someone even came out saying, "That's not Stevie J, that's me." I think the guy was like a male porn star, and it was confirmed it was not Stevie. I'm sure he felt relieved when the guy came out on social media making these claims. Now we have to question Lil Rod's lawyer Tyrone Blackburn. Is he making things up to get money out of Diddy while he's down? Tyrone has been called out and also offers an explanation over another question that's been raised, namely why Rodney made no mention of SA in his GoFundMe page a few weeks before the lawsuit was filed, where he literally tried to raise funds in an attempt to sue Diddy after claiming he was screwed out of royalties and publishing rights on Diddy's latest album. This is why some say Lil Rod is just after money. We are also learning that Lil Rod's lawyer is a dirty lawyer at that. A Manhattan judge slammed attorney Tyrone Blackburn for filing salacious lawsuits intended to attract media attention. Blackburn, lawyer for Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., filed a bombshell $30 million assault lawsuit against music mogul Sean Combs and his son Justin. New York Judge Denise Cote accused Blackburn of filing lawsuits to attract media attention and to pressure defendants to settle quickly. Judge Cote noted Blackburn's disturbing pattern of intentionally filing salacious lawsuits in the wrong district. The judge didn't sanction Blackburn in court. Instead, she referred him to the grievance committee in the Southern District of New York. Let's see what they do with him there. This questions how real this lawsuit is on Diddy and whether these charges will stick. And if Blackburn is sanctioned, his lawsuit against Sean Combs could be dismissed, and Blackburn may end up being disbarred in New York. The judge's decision followed a legal malpractice lawsuit filed by Blackburn in federal court. The judge criticized Blackburn for not filing the malpractice lawsuit in state court instead of federal court. She pointed to at least 5 other instances where he made sloppy legal mistakes and proceeded with his court filings anyway. This is the kind of information Diddy's lawyers are going to focus on. While things with Diddy are about to explode, the powers that be are working really hard to keep us away from the major players in this viral end of Diddy's career. First, let's break down the feud. On the surface, it looks like your typical rap rivalry, subliminal jabs and tracks, competitive one-upmanship, and lots of social media trash talk. But why now? The timing is interesting given the serious nature of the allegations against a major industry player like Diddy. Allegations that touch on deep issues of misconduct within the industry. And what about Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce accused of becoming the secret society couple? Let's not forget the top boss in all of this, the one who pulls the strings according to Kendrick Lamar, Lucian Grange. He's the guy who put the freak off parties together and provided funding for Diddy's album release parties, while also attending the events and allowing Diddy to serve spiked alcohol to underage women. This puts him at the top of the list when it comes to Diddy's list of accomplices. One thing is certain for Sean Diddy Combs, things are getting closer to the end. His luck is running out, and once the feds find what they need, I'm sure Diddy will be behind bars for the rest of his life. Now, this can go the other way. For Sean Diddy Combs, he might walk away from this a free man. We have seen it before, where men like Diddy and Epstein get away with the biggest crimes simply due to how well connected they are in the world. But like Epstein's final days in his jail cell, we know he didn't get away for long. As we dig deeper, the integrity of Rodney's lawsuit is questioned, especially with his lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, facing criticism for potentially exploitative legal tactics. A Manhattan judge has called out Blackburn for his sensational approach, further complicating the case against Diddy. Meanwhile, allegations of misconduct at industry parties where underage guests and spiked drinks were reported continue to surface. These events, reportedly sponsored by Universal and attended by CEO Lucian Grange, suggest a negligent oversight that could have serious legal repercussions. As we uncover the layers of manipulation and control in the industry, the roles of Lucian Grange and Clive Davis become clearer. With federal raids at Diddy's properties, the impending legal battles could reveal more than the music industry is ready to handle. Stay tuned as we continue to follow these developments. Check out more videos on The Jose Show, what's really going on behind the music. Today's episode peels back the curtain on the industry's darkest secrets. This discussion doesn't end here. We'll keep digging and keep you updated on both these stories. Remember, the power of the media is vast, but the power of an informed public is even greater. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates from The Jose Show. Together, we can stay ahead of the curve and keep the industry accountable. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep questioning, keep watching. Peace.